To 8, despite tighter vaping laws, thousands of New Zealand kids are still picking up the habit, and vape-free advocates say urgent action is needed. They say not enough is being done to keep vapes out of the hands of under 18s as concerns grow around youth addiction and long-term health impacts. For more, we are joined by Vape-Free Kids NZ co-founder Marnie Wilton. Good morning, Marnie.
Morena.
All right, how concerning is this?
It's very concerning. We are really worried that over 10% of our young people are regularly vaping, and not enough is being done. 3 years ago, we formed this group, and here we are 3 years later. We've got 7,000 outlets across New Zealand that are selling vapes. As I say, over 10% of our young people regularly vaping, so not enough is being done, and we're really calling on politicians to do more.
So how bad is the current availability? That's a lot of shops.
It's a lot of shops. You've got your dairies, your petrol stations, you've got your supermarkets, and then 1,500 specialist vape stores across New Zealand. I mean, if you go to any high street in New Zealand, I mean, viewers out there will know, it's littered with vape stores.
Easy, right?
And near our schools. The government introduced a new law that you couldn't build a new vape store by 300 metres by a school. However, all the existing stores are still there. So, we've got a real problem. In fact, 40% of our vape stores are within 400 metres of a school.
I mean, ridiculous me asking the question, what needs to happen there? Because,
our group has many parents in it, many GPs, teachers. We have people from across the community, and what we hear all the time is reduce the availability. Get these out of our high streets. When National approached the last election, they promised to cap the number of stores at 600, and now we've got 7,000. So broken promises there, and we hope that this election there'll be real change on this. So reduce the availability and reduce the appeal. We've got 1,500 flavours of vapes, blueberry, watermelon, pineapple, you name it. We know these fruity flavours appeal to kids. So we want a reduction in appeal and cost. I mean, it's $8.99. I went on the Shosha website just over the weekend to brush up on how much it costs. I can get a vape for $8.99. It'll give 1,000 puffs. That's equivalent to 4 packs of cigarettes. That would set you back about $120 for 4 packs of cigarettes. This is $8.99. It's pocket money prices for our kids.
Feels like the odds are stacked against you in this battle. You must feel like you're fighting it with an arm tied behind your back.
Yeah, we are. We're a voluntary group. We don't have all the money that tobacco and vape companies have. They are well known for using every trick in the book to try and get people addicted. In fact, the back of my T-shirt says, "Big tobacco needs little addicts," because you need to get kids young, right, if you want to get them hooked on this product. So, yeah, we do feel like it's an uphill battle, and we're really hoping that someone will start to take this seriously in our government, not just tweak little bits and pieces.
So there's a snapshot survey undertaken by Action for Smoke-Free 2025, found 21% of Year 10 students in Tairāwhiti reported regular vaping in 2025. The national average is 11.2.
Yes.
And then it found daily vaping of Year 10 Gisborne students was 13.6%, almost double the national average of 7.1. Is this indicative of what else is happening around the country?
It is. Like, Gisborne is obviously the sharp end of the wedge in terms of the data. It's the highest rates. But this is happening across New Zealand. I mean, I work in a school. That's my day job. I'm a teacher aide. So, I know from teachers there, this is not going away. And teachers are trying to teach our kids. They're trying to focus on learning, not policing bathrooms. This is happening right across New Zealand. And a recent controlled purchase operation in Auckland found 1 in 10 retailers were breaking the law and selling to kids. So, if you take that across our data, it means there's 700 stores across New Zealand selling to kids. So, it's an uphill battle, and we need our government to take it seriously.
How much more can community do in terms of education, prevention?
Yep.
Obviously, that's not the ideal place to be
Yes.
focusing the attention,
Yep.
because, right, you need to be doing it where it's really counting, but
Yes.
actually how much can that help?
I think we need big public education campaigns. We've just heard in the last couple of weeks, 2 studies have come out showing there's a likely link between vaping and cancer. So, more information is coming out all the time. So we need to get this on bus stops. We need to get this, if you go over to Australia, you'll see there's public education campaigns. We don't have that here. In fact, if you go on the Ministry of Health website, it recommends vaping to stop smoking. So, we've got to change the narrative. In New Zealand, we had a plague of rabbits. We introduced stoats. This is a little bit like what's happened here. We had cigarettes. We introduced vapes. Now vapes are becoming the big problem.
All right, Marnie Wilton from Vape-Free Kids NZ. Thank you so much for joining us this morning.
Thank you.
Appreciate it.
Scary stuff, isn't it? Having done both in my wayward youth, smoking and vaping, and found it really difficult to quit both of them, I can tell you that quitting vaping is vastly harder because it's so pernicious. You can do it everywhere. And it's not like, it doesn't have the stigma and the smell and the ick of cigarettes, and you find that you're in bed. You find that you might even be reaching over to your bedside table in the middle of the night. It's like such a pernicious nicotine addiction.
Yeah, let us know today. Breakfast at tvnz.co.nz. Also, keep that feedback rolling in. We'll get to it very shortly about fees free at uni.